Hi everybody, this is Liam with Dynamic Alignment Bodywork, and it is Thursday morning here in Montana. I'm here visiting my folks and seeing some clients, and I want to take a moment out of the day today to talk a bit, as we often do about ways to find expansive posture. And you can file this sort of under the larger pool of cues that you might have that are helpful if they're helpful. And if not for you, for whatever reason, then you can just let it go. But the gist of this cue is to balance, we could think of as like the lateral, the side X's of the body. So to do that, envision an X that's going from this front point of my hip, here's the front of my iliac crest, up across my trunk to the back side of my shoulder. So that would be one leg of the X here. This is my dad's putter. And the other one would be the sort of back part of my iliac crest coming across up to the front of my trunk here. And so where the X legs cross is about right here, the middle of my ribs. So one leg is coming up here, the other one's coming here. And which leg tends to get short on a lot of us is, right, this one. If you see me, I'll really exaggerate. Here, you can see how this point from the front of my hip up to the back is actually the longer of the two, right? And it's this, I sort of shorten my chest and squeeze my low back up, and I bring these 2 points together, which I'm saying I'm doing it now, but that's not what I want to do. Ideally, the X is pretty balanced in most of us. So in standing, another visual you can have as you're walking on the street, cruising along, right, is less about lifting the chest. Let's say I'm neutral here. And a lot of times when I lift my chest, my low back sort of goes with it, and it doesn't actually change this length. Okay? So here, if you can envision the X running from the back of my hip up, that all sort of stays the same length even as I lift my chest. So what I can envision is just a gentle pull on each of those points. So I'm expanding up and out a little bit, and this is me just sort of lifting through my feet. Pretty small motion. And then less about tilting or tucking your tailbone, and more that can be a helpful cue for people. But see what comes if you really just imagine how you can bring space into your low back, into your lumbar region here, while the chest is lifting. So. And it'll be right, if there's movement, it's in the millimeters. And you can even use a prop, like a table or a chair. You can't really see, but there's a chair right here, right, where I can actually push down to help me find this space, what that decompression feels like. To lift open here, and balance this leg of the X with this one. And I think as often, my vote is that our internal sensation of moving towards that balance is just as important of a thing to hone in on, if not more, than the visual aspect of are you actually getting longer before and after pictures. Those can be good cues pointing towards your internal sensation and getting that more accurate. So you can, as the theme of this, being more of a better coach and supporter for yourself as you live in your body. Hope this is helpful. See you in a bit.